It seems sort of futile to try and poke holes in the plots of the Harry Potter movies, because if The Simpsons has taught us nothing else, when inconsistencies abound, the catch-all response is, a wizard did it.
Yeah, well, whenever you notice something like that, a wizard did it.
I see, all right, yes. But in episode AG4...
Wizard.
In a world of magic where anything is possible, there should be no plot holes because magic. But even Harry Potter isn't immune to the odd head scratches that leaves us muggles thinking, that makes no sense. Now, I know that by wading into the rabid Potter fanbase armed with plot holes, I'm essentially walking into a wolf den armed with hunks of delicious meat, but thankfully I am very brave and very, very stupid. I'm Adam from WhatCulture.com, and here are the 10 dumbest Harry Potter plot holes. Number 10, Ron and Peter.
I solemnly swear that I am up to no good.
Okay, so Fred and George acquired the Marauders map in their first year, right? And Ron had Scabbers from the off. So did it never puzzle Fred and George that their brother Ron slept with a boy called Peter each and every night? Hey, maybe they're cool with their younger brother's orientation. He was, as Lady Gaga would say, born this way. But it was Ron who told Harry the story of Peter Pettigrew, right? So the Weasleys have heard of Peter Pettigrew, yet there he is on the map in their brother's bed every night. Way to go, twins. Number 9, Lavender Brown's fickle ethnicity. In the early books, Lavender Brown was a minor character, so much so that she never received any description of what she looked like. So when it came time to cast her in the movies, the executives thought, well, her name is Brown, and made her of Afro-Caribbean descent, with actors Kathleen Cooley and Jennifer Smith playing her. Both times the character was listed as Lavender Brown in the credits. However, when Brown was made more of a major character and a love interest for Ron, she was revealed by Rowling to be white. Rather than stick to their guns and maintain their internal continuity, Brown received a Caucasian makeover, which is more than a little racist. After all, would the fans have revolted if one of their characters had just a different race in the books? Depressingly, yeah, maybe.
Lovely.
Number 8, Harry couldn't see the Thestrals. As Harry discovered in the Order of the Phoenix, the magical carriages that carry the Kiddywinks to Hogwarts' front door were in fact pulled by invisible skeletal horse beasts called Thestrals. At least they're only invisible to people who have never seen anybody die. Harry then starts to see them after witnessing the death of Cedric Diggory. But hang on, what about his mother? Like, he's constantly having flashbacks to his mum's death, so he witnessed it, right? He was like right there in the crib, so why couldn't he see the Thestrals from the off? It doesn't make sense. Number 7, why does Harry need glasses? Wizard doctors can regrow bones, but they can't fix Harry's eyesight. Now, Hermione can fix Harry's glasses before her first magic lesson, but seriously? No one can help him out with the thing he needs glasses for? I mean, even us lowly muggles have developed laser eye treatment. Catch up, wizards. Catch up. Number 6, the Polyjuice Potion problem.
For those of you who haven't taken Polyjuice Potion before, fair warning, it tastes like goblin piss.
So, okay, this isn't a problem in the books, but rather one created by choices made in the films. In the books, people who use the Polyjuice Potion to become briefly someone else take on their entire form, including their voice. In the Potter films, the Polyjuice Potion doesn't affect the voice because reasons.
How long did you say this batch of Polyjuice would last, Hermione?
Because the filmmakers thought that, I don't know, people would be too dumb to understand what they have just literally seen in front of them. This only becomes a problem in The Goblet of Fire when it turns out Barty Crouch Jr. has been necking Polyjuice for months pretending to be Mad-Eye Moody. No such problems with the voice for him.
Dragons, aren't they?
Now how does that work? A wizard did it? You could say, you know, hey, he's really been practicing his impressions? That's weak. Number 5, James comes out of the wand first. Now this is one of the few plot holes from the books that the films actually fixed. When Harry and Voldemort get their duel on in Goblet of Fire, the fact that both their wands contain feathers from the same phoenix make he who must not be named wand nauseous, and it vomits up the people he's killed in reverse order. See, Diggory, the old dude from the beginning, and amongst other people, Harry's parents. Unfortunately, his parents come out in the wrong order. James died first, trying to fend off Voldemort, then Lily. But for some reason in the books, despite the whole reverse order thing, James emerges from the wand first. Rowling has even admitted herself that's a mistake. In the film version, the spirits emerge from the wand at roughly the same time, with Lily's coming out a fraction before James. So that's a bit of redemption for the films on that one. Number 4, the shape-shifting school, and the redemption is immediately lost. The problem with having a whole raft of different directors for the Potter franchise is that first, tone can be a bit all over the place, and second, it plays havoc with the geography of Hogwarts. With Christopher Columbus, the school more or less looked the same, then along came Alfonso Cuarón, adding the covered bridge, clock tower and courtyard that hadn't appeared in the books. The architecture became grander, Hagrid's hut was further away from the school, sorry Haggers, on your bike. Then when Mike Newell and David Yates came aboard, they added architectural elements of their own, until the school resembled a teenager who could never work out what look he was trying to pull off. But I guess it's a magic school, so it's fine. Number 3, Harry doesn't have his mother's eyes. In the books, I'm sure he does. In the films, no. His mother had green eyes, Harry has blue eyes. Could they not have found an actor with blue eyes to play his mother? It seems like a tiny point until Snape's last line becomes, "You have your mother's eyes."
Your mother's eyes.
That's his character's whole motivation for staying loyal to Potter, because he sees some part of someone he used to love in him. But he doesn't have his mother's eyes. I was saying Boo Earns. Number 2, Expelliarmus. What does Expelliarmus do? In the books, it's consistent. It disarms someone. But the movies, they decided they needed a standard attack spell, and that became Expelliarmus. Even as late as the Goblet of Fire, Dumbledore was using Expelliarmus to break down doors and hurl Mad-Eye Barty Crouch Moody across the room, unless he just, I don't know, disarmed that door really hard. This becomes a major problem in the film's internal logic when Expelliarmus becomes pivotal to working out who has the allegiance of the Elder Wand, because in a moment of last-minute retconning, it's revealed that wands become loyal to whoever disarmed their current owner. First, that doesn't make sense in the wizarding world. Do good jewelers just collect hundreds of wands? And second, it means that Expelliarmus quickly becomes one of the most important spells in the universe, and half the movies have got what the spell does wrong. Number 1, the Time Turner.
3 turns should do it, I think.
The Time Turner is a time machine. An actual time machine that McGonagall gave Hermione so she could do her homework. What? First of all, giving a time machine to a child is like giving a gun to a drunk, and second of all, they just used it for school? Why didn't Harry ask, so, I've got these, like, dead parents? Thinking maybe we could... No? I mean, couldn't they just go back and stop literally every bad thing from happening? It's a time machine, or can it only go back so far? Those rules don't exist unless you tell us they exist in the books. I don't care what's in Pottermore. The Time Turners created so many plot holes that JK had to write them out entirely after the Battle of the Department of Mysteries, lost forever in a time loop. Sure, a wizard did it.
Piss off.
And that's our list. Did we miss any out? Tell us about it in the comments, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and you can even follow me on Twitter. Here, I'm Adam from WhatCulture.com, and I'll see you soon.